So I switched around planters. All right, Ross. What do we break this time?
Well,
this is a pretty good one.
This is a kind of a major one. It has nothing to do with the boom this time though, or the tank.
Well, we're down here planting again. I didn't get home last night until like 12:30. I was out spraying late, trying to get caught up and get ahead. It's supposed to be getting rain sometime tonight, and yeah, let's just hope that it kind of holds off for a little bit and we can get some more done. We're gonna try and finish up this field and then move down south, and then we got another field down there that I'd like to get done tonight, for us to get done tonight, but I don't know that we'll get it done. We're in nice flat running fields now, so it's hard telling how much we'll be able to get done. But then also after a bit, I gotta go run the planter for Dad. Augie's gonna come down here probably around 1 or 2, I think, and then he'll run this one for the rest of the day, and then I gotta go run Dad's because my mom or my sister has a ball game. So yeah, but we're planting. Whenever I get done here, I might show you guys how to fold and unfold this thing. It's a little bit tricky, this DB planter is. I think it has something to do with, I don't really know. I'm not gonna make any suggestions, but I don't like it. It's confusing whenever you go from running like Dad's planter to run this one. Really, this is the second time that I've ran this planter since we bought it. So yeah, it's a little bit confusing to me still, but we'll get it figured out eventually.
So how you guys doing? So you can tell we about to go spray some corn after I fill up here. So come down here, get ready to fill up. Been working on it all week, getting it ready to go. So we're ready to try it. Make sure it sprays. Well, I mean, it does spray, but we're ready to fill it up and go spray. Try not to break anything today. First day running it. Let's hope it goes good. And we did some modification to my trailer. You can tell. Put one of these on here so I don't have my pulls all raveled up there. It'd be easy to get it on and off. Bungee straps, just then I can just drag it out. So let's get everything hooked up and get filled up. So how you guys doing? So now we're spraying again. So I got it filled up with stuff, and I got my ends done and some other stuff done. So I got on here. We're doing stuff around our farm right now. Well, we planted that was close around home. So, but I coming out here and everything seems to be working fine. Really haven't had any problems with anything yet. Knock on wood. But other than that, I think everything's going pretty smoothly out here.
So I switched around planters, and I am now down running Dad's planter, planting some corn. Yeah, it is still dusty, and it looks like it's gonna rain here soon too again. So, but yeah, we're just kind of planting away. Solid 8.5. So I'm not really gonna get too carried away because this is kind of the last field that we got to do right here. This is yellow corn. We was running the Xyway stuff a while back, or a little bit ago today, but for some reason it won't work, and I guess Dad couldn't figure it out, so he just kind of said, oh well. And we're gonna have to figure that out tomorrow. We're gonna probably take it home tomorrow morning and work on it, because it's also got a hydraulic leak on the fertilizer pump, so we probably gotta replace the pump again, and after that it should be good to go. But yeah, I don't know. The wing tanks definitely do add a little bit of weight. They don't add a whole too terribly lot, but they do add some. I started whenever they was kind of like half full, and this middle tank was half full, so I really couldn't tell you how much exactly they feel back there, but you can definitely tell as it's getting emptier, it's getting a lot lighter and a lot easier to pull. But I do have to fill up with fertilizer again here soon. I filled up with seed earlier, and yeah, Let me tell you, it's a nightmare trying to watch and see that Zyway thing hanging off the back. I really do wish though that we could smooth out these fields a lot better. The Kraus tools that we got are nice, but they don't smooth it down as well as what we need, I don't think, sometimes. So one of these days we're gonna have to look into getting something that'll smooth them down a little bit more, so then we can actually run a little bit faster with this thing. It's not too rough, it's not like beating your brains out or anything, but it is a little bit rough, you can tell. And we're about out of fertilizer. Yep, we're out. Well, no, not yet. Maybe not. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but we're gonna sit here and wait and see what happens. And this rain coming, we're gonna see what happens with the rain. But we're gonna try and finish up as much as what we can. Maybe. We'll see, I don't know.
All right, Ross. What did we break this time?
Well,
this is a pretty good one.
This is a kind of a major one. It has nothing to do with the boom this time though, or the tank.
It's just
minor
damage.
Minor have put the hole in radiator right there. Yeah, and kind of broke this fan. Neat. So yeah, starting the year off great.
So, good morning, guys. First things first here, we're down south looking at the sprayers and stuff, making sure we're all ready to go. I am going to grease my sprayer before we get going, and then I gotta catch up down here. I got about 300, 400 acres to do down here real quick this morning. Shouldn't take me too terribly long. And then I gotta go over and spray corn ground because Ross's sprayer still broke down. We still gotta get that fixed. But today I'm gonna kind of take you guys along for like a day in the life kind of thing. It might be long. I don't know. I haven't done one of these in a while. Or I haven't tried to. I don't know. It's hard to do. But first of all, we're driving across the field to see how wet it is. Usually if you can drive across them in two-wheel drive, you're good to spray. Yeah, it's a little bit more compaction. But given the circumstances that I got today, kind of got to do it. So, I mean, really, you kind of drive through all the low spots, see how wet the low spots are, because the low spots are going to be where you're going to get hung up. You're not really going to get hung up like right here on top of this ridge. You'll get hung up down there in that bottom slough before you get hung up on top of this ridge. I've done it before. I've been down here before whenever there's water. Basically at our doorstep right here in 2019, there was water almost into this field, and I was still able to spray it. It was a little bit wet. I was sinking a little bit. It wasn't too bad, but yeah, the river had just gotten down out of it, so oh well, it's part of it. But after this, I got to go over to Wally's, check that out, see how rough that's going to be or how dry it is and everything else. Don't know how dry it's going to be. From the looks of it here, I'm probably going to wait until around afternoon, so then I'm not kicking up too much on the ends, making too much of a mess out of the field. And then I'll probably work all night tonight, probably work late tonight. Might have a visitor later too, so we'll see what all happens. I do need to do my seed emergence test kits sometime here in the next coming days, and yeah, but I'd say that we'll be planting by 3, maybe 4. I don't know, we'll have to see. So anyways, I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna grease this, and I'm gonna go over to Wally's. So we've been down here for about 30 minutes or so. I was trying to see how dry it was. Went home, took a nap, and ate some food and stuff. Worked on my work truck a little bit. I ended up having some issues with it, so we had to take it into town and get it worked on. And now we're getting after it out here. Augie should be on his way here anytime to come down and plant. I guess they got to do some work on the planter, which I don't know why they didn't do that on Saturday whenever it was raining, like what we were supposed to do, but whatever. I mean, oblivious to the situation, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna try and get something done today. My biggest concern is always if it's gonna be too windy or not. Today it isn't too windy. We got about 8 or 9 mile-an-hour wind. It's a little bit windier than what I like it to be, and I'm in all these ditches and stuff, so I gotta kind of slow down a lot on this one field right here. If I can get up to speed and stop drifting so much. Get my pressures right. There we go. So that's the only thing I don't like about this sprayer, whereas my other one, whenever you slowed down, the pressure would go down. With these exact apply nozzles, whenever you slow down too much, your pressure goes up. Your nozzle pressure does. I haven't really figured that one out yet. I got some kind of code that keeps coming up. John Deere won't come out and fix it. So we'll have to figure out what's wrong with that eventually, hopefully. It gets annoying. And it's even more annoying that they don't want to deal with it. So I know, I'm complaining. I hate this. I wish Dad would have come out here. I about quit last year when we done this. I told him I quit and made him run the sprayer around. And obviously it didn't help anything. But he did disc it this time, so that's a lot better. But yeah, we're about out again too, so I'm probably gonna have to run back to the truck here in a minute. One thing I do like about down here is I don't have to fold up a whole lot. Usually just stay unfolded and stay in the field and stuff and go up there to the truck. So, especially with these longer hoses that I got now. We're gonna get my AB line. I can drive a sprayer with no steering wheel, no steering wheel. Filling. So I'm gonna put in all my chemicals, and then once I get all my chemicals in, I'll turn on my pump and everything and pump it all up there. I'll put in 25 gallon of Matador, a little bit of LI 700 choice. LI 700 choice is my AMS. And surfactants and stuff, so yeah. Not really putting in a whole lot of product, but putting in quite a bit still. There's 3 different things, which now that I'm running good, I know the fields are pretty dry. I'm gonna mix up a batch once I get done with this batch while I'm filling that up. So then that way all I gotta do is I gotta come up here, hook up the hose, hit the pump button, suck it all out, and then fill it again as it's filling. I do that a lot whenever I'm in big areas like this where I'm not moving my truck around. Makes it easier. USA. Oh, it's a pretty day today. Oh, look. Kind of looks like there might be a storm coming in over there. That ain't good. I love this place down here because of how open it is. I mean, you can see everything. And it's just so beautiful. But I love my views, especially sunsets. We got a field like way back over there, and you can see the sunset over the river. That's really cool. And plus I like to fly my drone down here because you can see the river. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm weird, okay? Just deal with it. Gotta hook all my stuff up here, but got one more field to do tonight, and then I'm done south of Vincennes, and then I gotta go east of Vincennes. I got about a 300-acre field over there to do, and then after that we're gonna go north. I'd say we'll go up there just south of Oaktown and hopefully get going up there in a little town called Emerson. And then there's another like 600 or 700 acres I gotta do up there, and then it's off to Illinois. So we're gonna try and get everything done in Indiana first before we start heading towards Illinois. Yeah, that's kind of our plan. We are gonna fly by how it goes depending on the weather, but with this kind of weather that we're having this week, I don't know if we'll make it much farther in Indiana. I'd say we'll go over and do Wally's, that 300 acres over there, and then we'll have to head up to probably Russellville. And then once we get done at Russellville, we are going to be done for about 2 weeks until, so let's say that we went this week, we went hard at it, we got everything in Emerson, Russellville done, then we would be shut down for about 2 weeks because we got to wait until the 1st of May to plant our seed beans. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna get this thing filled up because I might actually be able to go home at a decent time tonight for the first time in a while. And I got a paper to write that's due tomorrow, and I hope my teacher understands because I still got to interview somebody on it, but we'll figure that out hopefully. And yeah, also sometimes down here you'll see bobcats. You'll see anything from a bobcat to oh, I don't know, it's hard telling. And then also down here, one of the neighbors had dropped off or gotten eggs for alligators dropped off their house once. Hey, you know what? It's a small town out here. We know what everybody's getting. But there also, at one time, there was a rumor. Now, I don't know if this was true. There was a rumor that there was a bear out here just south of Vincennes. They dropped a bear off somewhere out here. One of the zoos did. Out there by the pump house. So, we're about, right now, as the crow flies, we're about 5 miles south of the pump house. We're probably about 10 to 15 miles away from the farm. Now, as you can see here, I don't know if you can really see that down there, but there's a bunch of towers that run that way. And down there at the end of them towers is the power plant outside of Mount Carmel. Yeah, I don't know what's exactly in there. I've explained it before, but I know that there's a power plant down there somewhere. And Mount Carmel's right over there. And I actually thought about going to school down there, but none of my scholarships would have transferred over to Illinois. So, but yeah, they got a really good school down there at Wabash Valley. And then I just go to Vincennes. It's a lot easier for me, and it's closer to home. Plus, all of my scholarships transferred. And yeah, I can say I'm smart because I got scholarships. But this thing needs a freaking bath, bad. But I was planning on coming down here today and being like in the mud and stuff because I had to get caught back up, but it's dry as a bone. I mean, there's still a couple dark spots, but other than that, I mean, it's dry. So I don't know. We was really dry last week, and then we got that rain. We got over an inch of rain this last weekend, and it just all was gone. I mean, it's gone. So hopefully it'll help get the crops up, but I don't know. So anyways, we're gonna get filled up here, get back home. We got one more fill to do, and then we're gonna get back home, get the water truck filled up again, get it ready to go, make sure that Ross's water truck's ready to go in case I need to use it tomorrow, depending on if his parts come in or not. And then, yeah, as long as they get that Hagee running tomorrow, we should be able to catch up pretty good. I'm about a day ahead of the bean planters now, so should be good on that side of things. Yeah, stressful time of year, I'm telling you. It's that time of the year again, but maybe I'll get to wash this thing off tomorrow. We're gonna put it in a half load, and then because I need about roughly 78 acres worth of chemical to do coal house. So that is assuming that none of it's underwater. Let's just hope it's not underwater because I'm planning on it not being underwater. Loaded. Time to get going again. Oh man. Gotta go up the road. Water truck's loaded up, packed up, and ready to go. We'll come down and get it here in a bit. Gotta get some music playing for this drive back towards home. And then hopefully here tomorrow we can figure out what we're doing tomorrow. Should be able to find out first thing in the morning. And yeah, well, I won't be able to because I won't be here because I got school in the morning. But after that, yeah, we'll be good. We'll figure it all out, hopefully. Augie's over there planting still. He is chugging right along. Like I said, he's probably about a day behind me, or he will be at least a day behind me by the end of today, and which it ain't a problem for me to catch up to him. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try and get Ross cut back up tomorrow. If they don't get his parts back in, then I'm gonna switch over and spray corn. If we get his parts in, then it won't be a problem and I'll be able to go. So that's kind of the plan right now. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot more to it.